Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Over first and 10. At their own 30.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start.
Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Gets past one man.
Tannehill's pass complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a first down there. And again, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better.
Derrick Henry all alone.
Get off the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for two. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side.
You got to love it, baby. Give me some more.
Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 54 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score? As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-up. 7 drills, angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack. Of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It fights him off. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
14. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
Used to be surprised by a lot of things, Parker, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Sidesteps him at the 35. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Green Bay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20.
There it is.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. And we're still just in the third quarter here. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense set to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Let's go!
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A first down carry for Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
Now it's just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. You're usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Packers, oh no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. Past the 20. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10,
That hurt.
but I remember it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7, 33 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw is Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Final score, Titans.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.